This is Ruben Orozco with D&G Designs. I had an opportunity to do this mural right here in downtown Fort Worth. I'm born and raised here. I almost didn't shoot this video because I don't do videos really, and but in order for you guys to continue to stay plugged in with people's careers, to advance in the future, to continue to pursue what you're good at, what you feel that you have a purpose for. This is what this is about. This is not even about me. I want to turn the tables around and make it about you. I want to just continue to encourage and inspire you guys to keep pushing, no matter what it looks like. Don't focus on the things of this world. We have greater things, up ahead. So I think it's always good to look at what your heart's desire, in a sense, to do what you love and what you're good at. All right, D&G Designs, it's for me. It stands for Draw Near to God, which is, I don't want to get sidetracked with my family life. I have 6 kids. So designs is like to be creative, and I want y'all to say too that I'm created by a creator to be creative. We're all creative in a sense, and draw near to God, which is like I need to keep God my main focus. It's like I don't want to drift off, wander and wonder about anything, and just stay on track. And this right here is like, because there's so much distraction in this world, and this video is really for a push for you guys to not just to be a follower, but to stand up and be a leader. It's because you're built different. If you think about it, everybody's different in unique in different ways. And I didn't have a mentor in my life, a positive role model. I didn't have that. I had to learn illegally. And this right here, I turned it into a business. But see, the selfish things that we can actually do in our life, if you climb to the top in success, it's lonely up there if you don't help nobody else out. So I'm trying to inspire you guys to help those around you. If you got little brothers, sisters, cousins, nieces and nephews. All right, so in all honesty, we have somebody who we're leading, somebody younger than us, somebody maybe who looks up to you. Maybe you're good at sports or whatever. I don't know. There's different gifts that we all have, and everybody has something. So maybe you might like, well, I don't have nothing to do. I'm not good at anything. Yeah, you are. If you look at even how a spray can is operated, before you use it, you have to shake it. So there's something in you that you have to stir up as well. And it can't stay in you, it has to come out of you. So the spray can will never pursue its purpose if it stays with paint inside, and it has everything it needs. So paint has to come out of the can. And if you look at how the can is operated too, everything is in it. So everything you need is in you. So my whole thing is to inspire and try to motivate you guys. So even if the world was to shut down, you don't shut down. All right, I'm gonna give you 3 P's on this right here. All right, for D&G Designs, it's 3 P's. Is first, I can't just paint here. You gotta have permission. Second is protection, which is paint is toxic. And the third one is, to me, I don't want to say the most important, because it's important to have permission to actually paint somewhere. And this is through the city of Fort Worth, and I'll get more in detail with that. But protection was the second one. The third one is purpose. Why do you do what you do? There's a lot of graffiti writers in this world, and I like to use graffiti writers because I got people just riding. Anyways, we're out here right now on a Saturday, man, and in order for you to get this message, I had to stop what I was doing really to continue to do this for y'all, man. And I'm serious. And this is from Monnig Middle School. Guys, if I have to do another career day for another school, I'll do the same thing. This is investments or something that this has to, you got to invest in the mask. If you want to paint, you have to invest in your education, in a sense where not to just look at YouTube videos and things that other people are doing. You're wasting your time. Nobody's promised tomorrow, so I want to say, look up something that's going to better you. If you want to print hats out and you want to come up with a design, I'm just speaking on art here. Like, why would I be looking at cooking classes if I'm trying to design hats? Y'all see where I'm going with this? Pinpoint of what you want to do. So yeah. Okay, so back to purpose. I didn't know if I had anything going on for my life because I hung around with the wrong crowds. And plus, your environment has everything to do with what you're trying to do. I want to use this as an example, my life, and I want to ask you guys, who feels like this? Whose life is plain, boring, empty, nothing to show for, or anything in that nature? But for y'all at your age, the grade that you're in, which is 6th, 7th, 8th grade, it's okay. Even if you're in high school and you still don't know, that's fine. Because it's okay. This is how everything starts. But to get to something like this, it's a process. So back to purpose is pursue what you love, seriously. And in all due respect, like with the investment and pursuing purpose, if you know what road you need to be on, you know what road you're not supposed to be on. Why would you hang around somebody who's gonna bring you down? Does that make sense to you guys? I want to really touch on this because I hung around a lot of gangs, and right behind me is the Tarrant County Jail. I was there, and nothing's pretty about it. And I don't care if people say, "Oh, prison time." No, it doesn't. It can break you instead of make you. Don't have people try to lead you the wrong way. And a matter of fact, y'all need to seek truth and look for something that you know. Don't deal with facts. Everybody's like, big facts, big facts. I love, facts. You say something right, it's facts. What happened to truth? Because facts, it can be somewhat real, but the truth is what's keeping it real. That's just one thing that I really want to pinpoint on too. The way you move. All right, gentlemen and ladies, I want to leave y'all with this tip right here. Check it out. Investment. This is a good way. This is all caps, different size of caps, like fat caps, which makes the dot, whatever we spray, wider. You got more volume of the paint coming through it. There's some called thin caps, and this is just a bag that I use because we're about to go paint a wall here in a little bit, and I got a couple buddies of mine here with me and the support is very vital, y'all. I don't need to hang around somebody who's not gonna support me. And a matter of fact, a lot of people don't even believe in what I do, and that's okay because I believe in what I do. And if you continue to keep hanging around those who bring you down, if you have a negative mindset, you will never live a positive life. But with a positive mindset, you really can't live a negative life because it's all mental. If you believe it, you can achieve it. This right here is a perfect example. And I was thinking of walls that I've ever done. There's one off of Magnolia in the south side of Fort Worth. If y'all know about Magnolia, go check it out one day off of it's a street off of Magnolia by Yucatan Taco Stand. And I just want to show y'all a couple more canvases that I did. It's another one. And then just one with little things that like clouds, like in a swirl. It's just little ideas that I get, man. And but the tip that I really want to leave you guys is like, watch who you hang around with. Get with people, and you're only as strong as your team. And if you get with people who really want to build you up and invest in you, to bring out the best in you. Does that make sense? I'm gonna mention that one more time. People that will invest in you and bring out the best in you. Because some people will knock you down and joke and say that you can't do it, you're not good enough. You got to cut those folks off, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because when I was in middle school and I went to Stripling, I think that's where I went downhill, and that's why I'm doing it. It was in 6th grade. I was in sixth grade twice. I was in 9th grade twice. I was in 10th grade twice, and I was in 11th grade twice. And in all honesty, I graduated at 22 years old, but I graduated because I already had 2 daughters, and I didn't want them to ever put it back in my face to say, you didn't graduate. You know what I mean? Let's not look at everybody else's life. Let's look at the life that we have to continue to keep pushing. Okay, so subjects that you guys, this right here as investment, it has to do with what? Money. Okay, before I talk about subjects like math, right, just something like business, that's something y'all can look into, because I want you guys to have your own business. I don't want you always working for somebody. And I have a job right now, seriously, but I'm pursuing my own business, and I love to. And see, this right here, when my job, it provides where I can get paint. But when I have my own business, I can get my own building. I can help kids who are drug addicts, gang members. From what the graffiti has a negative aspect, I could turn it around into a positive. So math. You have to break down how much a canvas costs, how much the wall paint would cost, how much your paint, your rattle can is going to cost, how much gas you need, how much everything, all the figures, materials, equipment, to get your stuff. So math is something that you need to know. You should be good at all your classes and excel. There's some things you might not even need, but if you have to take it, then that's what you need to do. Another one is history. Like, seriously, history is like, what did you do, or what did they do before you? What are some things you can learn from that was done in the past? Think about that for a minute. And I'm just going off the top of my head in a sense. English is a good one. Like, you got to learn how to really punctuate and get your grammar right, because how are you gonna really try to get a nice job at, let's say, I don't want to say a job, in a sense, like to get a nice project going, and it's hard to spell, it's hard to read, it's hard to actually punctuate anything, and you'll make yourself look like you don't know a lot, you know what I mean? So I want y'all to really aim on English classes, your reading, your writing. I have a book coming out pretty soon too, and I need to put a closure to it. It has 8 chapters. It's been like 8 years since I've been writing this thing, and I need to do something with it. So the book is writing, and I didn't know how to read when I was growing up, but I had my aunt investing in me as tutors, just to get better. I didn't even know what was that for. It seemed unnecessary for me, but little did I know is like there's things that we need in life. What's another one? Okay, mine is what I really want to do. That my buddy right here behind the camera is graphic designing. Is to produce designs, to make shirts, to make hats, to make stickers, decals. Now they have where the whole side of a bus is wrapped up. There's businesses, man, that are just coming up. So in other words, that should show y'all something. There's people who cook, who have restaurants. Look around, man. Everything that we need is actually in us. I kid you not. It is in you. Get it out of you. Don't wait till you get older to pursue what you love, because time is short, and I didn't even know I was gonna live to be 40 something years old. But I'm very grateful in how I didn't know I was gonna live to even speak about what I was doing now, because I didn't think I was gonna live up to be nothing. But I had people speaking life into me, and we need that. Seriously, it pushes hope. It kind of encourages you. It brings a fire. It fans a flame inside of you guys. And I want to get one day. Hopefully, I can do a mural in your school at no charge. This right here, this mural was done at no charge. When I brought up money, do not let that be your goal, because you'll have money and be miserable. I'm gonna say that one more time. Don't let the money be your goal, because you can have the money and be miserable. Money can't buy happiness, can't buy joy, can't buy a blessing, it can't buy miracles. It can't do a lot that people say or make it seem like it will. I've been there. I chased it. I wasted a lot of time doing it, and that's how I got locked up. That's how. You see where I'm going? So now all that to a whole positive aspect is like, this was done for free. The city reached out through the graffiti abatement center and or graffiti abatement program. It's kind of cool. There's a lot of people riding bikes, man, and out of respect they want to stop, but I ain't worried about that. That makes it more of a reason to keep doing it, because they don't know why we're doing this, but hopefully, I know it's going to impact. It really will, because I see seeds value as valuable as some see the money as valuable. I think success matters when you see the value in yourself. Success is when you see the value in yourself, because success, people can be like, literally see a sign of success and be like, well, I got everything, and you feel like nothing. I want to really push on this part where I said with this mural, is because you have to give of yourself. If you continue to keep pursuing life, always with your hand out, give me this, give me that, it's like you're kind of like begging in a sense. But if you're like, you know what, I have everything I need, what can I do to be something in my city? I was born and raised here, y'all. It was a privilege and an honor, and I'll do it again. And yeah, I have a job that brings funds to continue to do stuff like this. The city Fort Worth will provide the paint. This is just a pinch of what I do, like on somewhat of a regular basis. So, all right. So on the investment, this right here is an investment for you guys. Is I want to invest my time, my talent, and show y'all how, from what I thought was a nobody, which was me, going through my life, my pain. If you put it like a cross at the end of pain, that's what brought me to a cross. Like, seriously, that's what changed the course of my life. And it spells what? I want y'all to write that down if you can. Like, just pain, cross at the end of it. It's crazy. It spells paint. The investing, people invest now and see what you're about. And if you stay consistent, consistency is key. If you stay consistent in what you do, don't waver, don't man, this stuff did not come easy to me. Seriously, I'm a father of 6, I'm married, but at the same time I couldn't let that, don't let money stop you from pursuing your dreams. Don't let people stop you from pursuing dreams. Don't sleep on your dreams. I'm gonna let one of y'all catch that. Do not sleep on your dreams. Man, get up, get off the couch, get off them games. Like, seriously, a lot of y'all want to be gamers, and that's cool. But this life is not a game. And there is game over after a while. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to keep it 100. There's things that we take for granted. And just today, and well, yesterday, we buried my mother-in-law. And that was a funeral, and which has to do with death. But the beauty that comes out of that is what we learn from that is that let this life be a lesson to you. Let life lessons be a lesson. And Don't ever think you know it all. Be teachable, stay teachable, keep learning. Like when I say get off the couch, that's real. I have to tell my kids, y'all get out of the house. Y'all go to the backyard, go to the trampoline, go do something. Because like when I said I was in jail, if you're gonna stay in the house all day, you might as well be in a sense of imprisonment within yourself. So get out of the comfort zone, do something, pursue. You gotta, if you really want something and that you never had, you gotta do something that you never done. Guys, I'm speaking out of the goodness of my heart right now, and I want more for everybody that's listening. I'm not playing when I said if I could do a mural. There's a juvenile detention center out in Granbury, and I'll be doing a mural out there pretty soon. And there's something that the kids are locked up, and I'm not speaking on just jail. No, I was there, but to encourage these kids, like, bro, like, I was where you're at, you know. Now to turn that around and push hope, guys. We need to be a light to this world, like, for real. There's so much darkness around us, but I'm not gonna let that conform me and shape me, mold me, and entrap me to stay down, stay hidden, man, life's too short for that, y'all. And I'm courageous. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a leader of my house, and when I say leaders say y'all need to be, it goes the same. People are watching. People are seeing and looking and studying you guys. Just keep pressing forward, and man, that's almost what everything that I have. Man, I just wanted to do my first career day video, and this is from Monnig. Hey guys, for real. Hopefully one day I can go inside your schools and speak live. But as of right now, I guess, you know, the policy and all that, I respect regulations. I respect all that. That's what I'm doing right now. So I didn't want to stop. I almost didn't do this, but it was for y'all. So like Nike has it, just do it. Don't sit around and procrastinate. Live to the fullest. Live that wholesome life. And I love you guys. God bless. All right, guys. Like, seriously, when I said just do it, I was talking to the team here, man. It's like there's more to it than just do it. Like, mentally, you can sit there and think about it all day and not get nothing done. A lot of times you staying busy doesn't mean you're getting anything accomplished. Guys, it took me a couple years to design hats. All I did was put it on a piece of paper, got with the right people to digitize it or graphic design it. Then it has to go from graphic design, digitize, and then to have the funds, find the right person for the embroidery. There's steps. Remember with that canvas I showed y'all? Your life seems plain, there's nothing. You might not see nothing ahead of you, that's fine. Just keep taking the steps. Remember I just said there's steps? There's steps you have to take, and it's like literally steps of faith where you're like, I don't see nothing, but I'm gonna take that step. Next you know, you take another step, and after a while you're taking 2 or 3 steps. What is that called? Walk. You're walking into something. You can walk in your destiny if you continue to keep pursuing. Focus. Camera. Think about this one. You have to focus, right? Seriously. There's things that might happen in our life, but when you try to take a selfie, a picture, or whatever, you take a picture of it, you have to focus on or tap the screen on what you're trying to take a picture of. If not, it'll be somewhat fuzzy, right? Because it's not focused. When I was talking about climbing to the top in your success, do not do it by yourself, guys. Y'all need to help the next person behind you, next person on the side of you, those around you, because it is lonely at the top. And right now, I could say that I have people that if I'm doing something, I want to involve them. I want to pretty much give you what I learned within years, within a couple minutes, and just pass it on to you guys, like, so you can learn from it. And all this is like little nuggets is what I want to call, like some little pieces that you might get out of this message, this story. My life is keep pursuing. Don't stop pushing. Push until something breaks. All right, but just push forward, for real.